Hello, fellow financial freedom fighters. 3 ways to get started in real estate. I know we hear a lot of different ones on YouTube, going to local REIA meetings, or random people we meet that aren't successful trying to suggest financial strategies for you. We know a few of those, don't we? So these are 3 basic ways that if you have these, you are going in the right direction. These are 3 ways to really get started. Okay. Number one is obviously knowledge. Like if you don't have knowledge in real estate, you need to get that knowledge. But what are the questions that come with knowledge? If people were so successful at getting knowledge and actually using it, well, the public library has been around forever. Everybody would have figured it out. So when people say, "Oh, well, I'll figure out how to be wealthy on my own, but I'll go to college to get a job," that just lets you know right there that they cannot be wealthy. Knowledge is power, but free knowledge, no one takes advantage of. Libraries right there, folks, more information than you could ever absorb. And we don't go and do that. We try to do TikTok videos, we try to do YouTube videos, we try to cut to the chase to just find out this much of this much. So, who are you learning from? Who is providing that knowledge? You know, we all have that friend that's not in a relationship giving us relationship advice. Yeah, you have one too? Yeah. Is that the best advice? Who are you taking advice from on the topic? Are they successful themselves? Are they wealthy? Are they teaching you how to do it? Another resource is going to be, when are you getting that knowledge? Is that once a week on Fridays? Somebody will make themselves available so you can only learn on Fridays? That's really limiting. Somebody was highly motivated, like, hey, I want to be financially free within a year, within 5 years. They would want to learn at their pace as much as they could. But if you only can do Fridays, you will learn very slow. So when is this going to happen? When are you going to get this knowledge? And where? Who, what, when, where? The basics. Where are you getting this? Is this just the internet, the randomness of internet? Right? If we think knowledge comes from the internet, right? Just going on the internet and you're getting knowledge. That's like flipping through Tinder, picking someone to marry. That's how random it is. It's a bunch of people's opinions with no verification. You can't ask questions most of the time, and or you don't even know who put it up there. There was a whole article I read about how young kids, 10, 12, 14, 15, go on and troll businesses, troll YouTube, troll Meetup, and they just write whatever they want, responding to people's questions that they don't even know anything about. They just know that people are asking questions in random, so they're answering in random. This is actually a game. Kids are actually doing this. This is modern day. So here's adults, we're listening to a 9-year-old just throwing some stuff out there because you asked. It's trying to help. This is where we're at, folks. We have adults literally listening to children at times and taking advice from them. So knowledge needs to be a resource that is verified. You need to verify that resource. You need to be able to know what they're teaching, what their success level is, everything about them. It should be pretty easy to do. And then ask people that know them. If you can't do any of those things, you have no idea who this person is. You have no idea who you're getting involved with. That's a problem, especially when you're making financial decisions. Try digging into your financial advisors and people you work with on financial decisions. See how much you can find out about them. Are they wealthy? Are they highly successful? How many deals have they done? If they haven't done any, why are you listening to them? Right? Awesome. So network, right? We have some knowledge now, right? We've learned from pros, experts in their field. And that's where it stops for most educational resources. You start learning some stuff, you read some books, you watch some videos, you're part of this group, you paid, maybe you didn't pay. got started and they tell you, go create your network. Folks, it took me 20, 30 years to make some of the relationships that I have. Can you imagine thinking you're going to do $1 million deal with somebody you knew for a year? So not going to happen. And if it does, business deals are like marriages. Just doesn't end and everybody walks away happily. Okay? Network is your net worth. The more people that you know that are upstanding, viable people that actually do what they say they're going to do upfront, do deals, make things happen is very powerful. People that sit on their couch and talk a good game and never do anything is not valuable, right? Your network is your net worth. And so when we look at this, this is very important because most of us don't know anybody that is wealthy, financially free, made $1 million, or whatever you're trying to get to. Okay? We don't know any of those people. So we keep hanging out with people that we want to hang out with, knew for a long time, people we prefer. And they would say, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to be a multimillionaire. I want to be really successful in business. Great. Do you hang out with those 5 people? Oh, no, they're all broke. Are you broke? Yeah. See how that works? You are going to be the product of all the people that you spend time with. If you're brainstorming about nothing, you will get nothing. If you hang out with 5 millionaires, you either need to get your game up so you can afford those events, those travel plans, that hangout, or you will not be able to hang out. Therefore, there is no relationship. That's essentially what happens with people with wealth and people that don't have wealth. It's not that wealthy people don't want to hang out with people that don't make as much. It's that they just don't have anything to talk about. This guy's doing a $5 million deal. This dude got a 25-cent raise at Walmart. Really? That's a big difference. That's really a big difference. And then loyalty. Loyalty hope I spelled that right. Loyalty is key because those are the people that you're going to grow with. Most of us think, hey, I just want to do a deal. Just want to do that one time thing. This is how a lot of our relationships go, right? We work somewhere for a little bit, knew this guy for a year or two, and then you never talk to him again outside of work. Then that's not really a relationship. That's not loyalty. You're not committed to that relationship. If you knew somebody 25 years and you expect to know this person another 25 years, why are you not doing business together? Right? Kind of like husbands and wives. It's like, well, I handle all the finances. It's like so you don't want your business partner there? Like, what if something happens to you? Don't you want them to know what's going on? Oh no, keep them completely in the dark so that your entire family's in jeopardy because your network is not participating. Wouldn't it be helpful if your wife or husband could talk to the other wives and husbands? Doesn't that make everybody brainstorm wider? Doesn't that bring up questions and answers and challenges? Challenges are good. You want challenges. You want people questioning you. Hey, well, why don't you do it this way? I don't know. Why don't I do it that way? Let's look into it. It's great to have this conversation. But loyalty is committed to the project, committed to the mission, committed to each other, committed to the success goals. And that's where you really get a strong network. So if you don't have a strong network, that is what you need. If you're hanging out with bad people or people that are not helping you, it can be family, folks. It's lots of times it is family. If you want to be financially successful, do not include them. I had to sit my parents down and say, we're not talking about these things anymore because we have this success. You have this success. It's not the same thing. You cannot advise other people of what you don't know about, right? How are you going off of, well, I heard, or I thought, or I kind of think? That doesn't relate to financial gain. So remember that your network are your net resources, and a lot of people are going to naysay that. You want to be able to take advantage of that. You want to be able to capitalize on that and be the one with knowledge create a great network, and have that advantage and build something great. Last but not least, resources. Where are you getting your loans? Where are you getting your lines of credit? Where are you getting your deals? Where are you setting up your taxes, right? Why would you go out and literally find all new people and reinvent the wheel if somebody already did it? It already exists. There's already wealthy people, right? Who are they using? Doesn't mean you gotta use the guy Warren Buffett's using, but who are you using? Just plug into those resources. Start using what's already prepared in there and what investors have done to be successful. Why are you just saying, well, no, I want to do it all by myself and I want it to take 20 or 30 years? It does not have to. Knowledge, network, and resources are going to get you there much quicker if you plug into a system that's already operating. If this interests you folks and you seriously want to get started, these are the 3 things I can introduce you to. This will change your entire perspective of what is available to you and has been the entire time. You just didn't know that. We don't know what we don't know. The next step is you taking action on that knowledge, network, and resources to make things happen. No more out discovering and reinventing the wheel. That's done. We actually go out and do deals. I really appreciate you taking a look at this today, and I hope this changes your mind and your perspective to go out and do something awesome. Have a great day. Thanks.